guys, welcome back to another video. Unfortunately, I have been a bit sick the last few days and lost my voice, so I have tasked my amazing mother to help me out. Now let's get started. I really enjoyed the Gemini inspired outfit made as part of the gemstone collab with Kat. If you haven't seen it yet, I will link it in the description box below and you can watch it after this video. But enough about that. I thought it would be really fun to continue this and make it into a series. Let's continue with Capricorn. Capricorn, also known as the sea goat, is an earth sign and the colors associated with the sign are grey, brown and green. Capricorn is from December 22nd to January the 20th. They are dynamic and express a unique balance of confidence and humility. Comment below if you are a Capricorn and if this description is accurate of you.
Okay, so I made a little pattern and now I want to try it out, but I also want to add some skirt length to it. So we're going straight to the fabric, just a simple cheap cotton calico kind of fabric. And we're just gonna extend these pattern pieces out to form a skirt. So yeah, pattern wise I decided to start with the center front because why not, and I just measured down 45 centimeters all the way across, and then I angled this one from the waistline, and I'm gonna smooth that out a little bit. And yeah, I just decided to add 45 centimeters on to start with. Okay, so this is what it's currently looking like. I have sewed it onto the sides, a little bit too much probably, but it doesn't matter. So in the actual design, this will get a hem. So it's the side seam that falls to the front and to the back. Now let's talk about this situation. This fits, but this does not. So we need some extra room by the hips. And of course this still gets fitted on Izzy, because we need to make sure it actually fits, but she needs some more room for the hips. And when I'm looking up here, this is a little bit loose. Of course, this is not Izzy yet, so keep that in mind. But when I fit it on here, I'm gonna make my adjustments. But I'm thinking of taking this seam and curving that more, giving more option towards the bust here. So just a little bit more there. And then flaring this out, that's an option. And as for this bit here, I need to take this side back towards the side seam. So shorten this. So it basically ends up looking like this, with this side seam right there. And then the back seam kind of falls in. I do need my seam allowance on there. I did not cut this back one with seam allowance, so keeping that in mind as well. And then we just need a bit more room, like I mentioned before, at the hips. Alright, so I made a few small adjustments. It closes in the back here and that very top there. It's just a little bit loose on the bottom, so I'm gonna make a few more little adjustments to tighten it up, and then this pattern is good to go. And because I don't feel like cutting out all of this fabric again or doing that on paper, I'm just gonna attach it to the top there. Yeah. So I got my pattern pieces. I have a bell sleeve kind of thing which gets gathered together, my little trial thing. And this is a sock pattern which I extended longer and then cut off the tip from. So yeah, that's my pattern pieces. Now, did I half-ass do a try around, make some changes and call it a night? Yes I did. Am I gonna go to the fabric? Yes I am. Do I care? Kinda, but at the same time, no. Anyway, let's move that out of the way. This is the fabric. Look how beautiful. It is so shiny. So shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Ooh. And drapey too. And this is a couple layers, so pretty drapey, right? Here, look. I love it. So let's just cut some fabric. Okay, so we have our pattern pieces cut out, and we're going to start by sewing the center front to the side front pieces. And we get to admire our beautiful fabric now that it's cut, so let's have a look. Okay, yeah, I love that. Like, look how shiny that is. Okay, enough about the shiny, but it's a shiny. So we're just gonna align these up first. So this one is there, and this one is there, and now we just flip them right sides together and join them at the seam. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. This is the front. We're just gonna put this to the side for now. To the side with that. And we're gonna grab the next two. So we have the side back and we have the center back. Now, I did have to mark this because I kind of kept getting confused, but this is, stop moving, stop folding, there we go. This is our center back seam. So we're gonna start by getting this unpinned. Don't forget to stick those safely in the pin cushion. Move the pattern pieces away, and we're gonna fold that open. There we go. Now remember, this is our center back seam. And I have some marking here. So this is C that attaches to C and the B attaches to the B. But so C means it attaches to this curve and the B means it attaches to the side seam. So where this here is the front side, this is the back side, so they attach on the B side and this attaches to the C side. Get my drift? Okay, cool. So this is C and this is C. So C is on my left. So this here attaches there, and this attaches there. There we go. Problem solved. And we can attach those two. We're gonna leave this separate for now. Okay, so we have those pieces. This was our center back. And another one. So I do want to just note that my thread is pulling a little bit on this. And weirdly enough, I don't mind it because it actually gives it quite a bit of dimension, which I quite like to this fabric. So I'm just going to ignore it. But otherwise it would just be the tension that needs adjusting. Okay, sorry, back to this. So we're just gonna attach this together. So it's just gonna be the sides, and keeping in mind that we wanna keep the sides free, like the splits. So I'm just gonna go from the waist and then add a little bit. So just there, this is the only bit that gets sewn. And then we just hem the rest by folding it over. Okay? So just these little bits get sewn. Okay, so I need to shorten this. So this is what like the full thing looks like, but it kind of folds to the front really elegantly anyway. But I just need to hem this until it's like the floor length. And I also need to add some green bias binding to the top. So the top here and to the bottom there, because that was the original plan. So I'm gonna start doing that, and then we need to add our sleeves. And quite honestly, I'm having this whole debate whether or not to do the socks from the design, because this dress is just a va-va-voom in itself. So I was going to do this. I was going to use a gray knit fabric, because that kind of like, it's not too much shiny. But I don't have enough of this gray knit. Like, this is literally all I have. So we can do one sock, I think. Maybe. Yeah. We'll figure it out. For now, I'm gonna do the hemming and I'm gonna do the green. Alright, so I've added my green bias binding, and you may be wondering, hey, what is that incredibly awkward situation in the middle? Yeah, let me tell you. So basically, this green that I'm using is actually really stiff, and the fabric is really flimsy. So trying to get it on there, I couldn't get it to lay as smooth as I wanted it by putting like a little dart in the back. So to counteract that, I decided just to have two separate pieces and then add like a little embellishment. So let me show you the options. The first option was this nice green little, it's like a button, but little thing. The other option was a silver little something. It's a bit bulky on the back, but it was an option. Then I went digging through some more silver and I found this flower, which I quite like. And as I was going through my button box, I found one more thing. So let's get rid of that. I found this. Now this is really buttony, but take this. And suddenly it looks really elegant. So I'm gonna add this to the middle. It hides the ugliness underneath and it actually adds a lot to the dress. So yeah, let's sew that on. Okay, the sleeves. So just a little note that I do know there's a lot of black on this, but I kind of figured instead of recutting this fabric and wasting fabric, it's in the back. You don't see it anyway. Like, this gets gathered up, so I don't really want to waste this. Because yeah, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be poofy and it's gonna be on the bottom. You don't see it, so we're just gonna ignore that bit. I'm going to be sewing 2 gathering stitches, and now we're gonna gather that nice and tight like that until it fits around her wrist, and we're gonna add some more of that green bias binding. That is step 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, and this is what it should look like. It's not as neatly on the back, but we can ignore the back anyway. Nobody cares, right? Now I do have a piece of elastic with me, and I am thinking of, on the back of course, just on this part, sewing a little bit of elastic in that curve, just stretching slightly, notice a little bit of, and then folding it. So this is sewn onto the wrong side and I'm folding it in so it's hidden and hemmed at the same time. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. I just roughly sewed it onto that side and now it just gets flipped over all the way around like that. And we just get to sew that in place. Just like this. There we go, that is in place. So this has actually got a bit more shape now and it's staying in place. So I'm hoping this actually does the trick and stay where it's supposed to stay. So, yeah. I'm just gonna do that to the other sleeve and I'll see you soon. And here we are, let's turn them inside out and find out what they actually look like. If I can turn them inside out, that is. Okay, so I have gone ahead and attached the first sleeve and I'm just gonna do some hand sewing to attach this. Boop. Boop. So yeah, that is what the sleeve currently looks like. So let's just close up the back. And I've been thinking really hard about the back closure and I was gonna do like either a zipper or lace detail and I didn't really know. But this fabric does have a slight stretch to it, so I'm just gonna sew it and put it on. Yeah, let's just sew it. Okay, so the design was going to be with adding the green to the bottom, and I have cut the bottom to be like the hemline now. However, this green is really stiff. And currently I really like the way that this fabric falls smoothly, the way it's intended to fall rather than just going straight out because that's the way it's gonna look. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a little narrow hem, a simple one at that, and then ignore the green that was supposed to be on the bottom because it's just gonna, I don't know, I don't think I like it. Also, there we go, I have added in my green. It is just a simple stitch there.
Now we are almost done, but we just need to add the socks. I have gone ahead and added the green bias binding to the top and bottom, and now we need to fold it with the right sides together, pin and sew. And that's the sock done. Let's try them on. There's a lot of silver, but I love the green accents. It really balances out. This would be such an awesome dress for the red carpet. Can you imagine a celebrity wearing this looking all gorgeous? I can dream. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps my channel out. Leave a comment down below on ideas and any questions you may have. I will happily answer. And I will see you next time. Bye!